Hey there, it's Daniel, DANMO Flow. I'm out here on, I don't know if this point has a name. Well, I'm facing west right now, and you can see behind me just barely is that solar observatory. Let's look back this way. And it's still raining. I'm over here in Fawnskin, about to go to my next appointment. Been working all day. I will be putting out more videos as this week goes by because it's going to be an interesting week and we don't want to miss it. And I know you're loving these videos. I'm loving that you're watching them and loving all your comments. So keep it up and I'll do the same. The cold front is yet to move in. And then folks, we are going to be getting it back in here with another dose of wild winter weather. Tuesday into Wednesday. We're expecting 1 to 2 feet, and in isolated areas, 2 to 3 feet. That is no joke for the end of March. It is a very cold and wet day here in Big Bear, but we are expecting some storms, more than just this rain we're getting. Although we did get a little bit of rain with snow and then just snow this morning, but now we're just back to rain. Well, that's a healthy little stream coming across the road here. Don't think I've ever seen that flowing before. Okay, I'm driving down Hillside Trail right now in Boulder Bay to give everybody a look of what the just outer part of Boulder Bay looks like. And as you can see, that dock owner was not planning for the water coming up so quickly. There's another dock owner who may not have planned accordingly. Okay, we just crossed over the bridge and here's where the road was closed. Here's where the roadblock was. See, the gates are wide open. Everyone can come up Highway 18 as of last Wednesday. Very excited. Just gonna take a quick drive and see how things are looking right now before the storm. This area is called Arctic Circle, and we usually have a lot of rocks and debris coming down in the roadway during the winter and the spring when the hillsides are saturated. Looks like we're encountering a little bit of fog currently, which is fairly normal, but not seeing any rocks in the roadway yet. We're not really to that spot where they tend to be. But usually when you're driving this area, it's best to be very much on the lookout for rocks because they can come down at any time. As we're traversing more, you can see more rocks just off to the right side of the highway. It's getting foggy. Storm's coming in. Decided to switch to the other lane. It's going to go to one lane here pretty soon, but it's usually best to be more defensive on the safe side and be in the left lane just in case, because rocks usually come down and are more in the right side. That's a little locals tip for you. Still a lot of snow on the sides of the road here from when they had to do the plowing after the avalanche activity that was plaguing this area and keeping the road closed. Oh, ooh, look at that. See, just like that. Yeah, back to one lane. Getting foggier as we drop down. Well, actually, ironically, we're going up right now. I shouldn't say we're going down. But yeah, look at these sides. They were definitely, the snow is very high up here. Of course, the rain has done a number on it. Currently 37 degrees at 10:30 a.m. Not that much traffic. A lot of people went home yesterday. The busiest times up here in Big Bear are Friday through Sunday typically. And with this new storm coming in, should be arriving this evening, a couple of inches, 1 to 3 inches overnight, and then as much as 1 to 2 feet expected tomorrow, even more in some areas. We're gonna have to wait and see. You just never know till it's here. Not seeing very many rocks in the roadway, but seeing a lot of precarious areas like this that could easily let go. All right, getting back into where we just were, and the fog has lifted. It's very strange, but also fairly normal that the fog will not keep moving forward into the valley. It kind of stops right around here. About to cross over the bridge and get our first view of the lake there. Years ago, this was not a stoplight. The roadway went right over there across the dam, like I was explaining in a previous video. There's the lake. I think we'll stop here and get a quick view of the water level at the dam. Okay, this is the spot we were at a few videos ago. And that's the rock I was talking about, that the old rock dam connects to from the north bank there, and it's just barely peeking out of the water now. You can see where the bird poop is. That's kind of the last little holdout for any perching birds such as pelicans or great blue heron. But that's what our dam is looking like right now. Looks quite nice. Love to see that water come up another few feet. And that is the old dam keeper's house. Although it has seen better days, but it is a definite relic of our past. All right, we're going down Pothole Alley. Thankfully, still got one. Thankfully, they've put out some pothole fixers. I don't know what they are called. They're just big bags of asphalt to cushion the landing. See, these ones I have to slow down for. This is just ridiculous. Oh my gosh. This is how bad this winter has been, folks. I've lived up here 21 years and never seen it get this bad. This whole area is worked over once you have some freezing and thawing going on and a lot of rain mixed with snow for the winter, but this is on a whole nother level. So luckily on this side of the street going west, this side of Big Bear Boulevard going west, it's not nearly as bad. You're not swerving into the other lane just to avoid these monstrous, horrific potholes. But as you can see from the other cars, they have to slow down to about 5 miles an hour to avoid this area right there. That's the worst of it. Up until just a few days ago, there were no bags whatsoever in the road. Nothing to cushion the copious potholes that were there. And it was not untypical to go by and see someone parked on the side of the road with their flashers on, having to deal with most likely a flat or a busted wheel or both. So very happy that's got back to some state of drivability, even though they're going to have to most likely rip that whole area out and completely redo it, or at least they should. All right, here's the creek that was really causing some major havoc the other day. This comes out of Sawmill Canyon, goes under Sugarloaf Boulevard in Big Bear City and flows along Pineview Drive, which we're going to be coming up to right here, turning right on. And this street was the scene of absolute chaos just a few days ago, it was an entire creek overflowed and completely taken over the street. It was something to behold. It's much more calm now, but it's still going over its banks. As you can see, that's just barely enough culvert to supply as much water as was coming through. You can see from the silt on the side of the road, as well as how much is coming over onto the side here. And this is several days later after it subsided extremely compared to what it was, but this entire street was a creek, at least 3 or 4 inches deep, if not more. Still a lot of storm damage that's been cleaned up. Let's turn left here. I really don't like turning left here most days, but hey, it's pretty calm. But yeah, look at all this storm damage right here. A lot of scraping that had to take place. This whole parking lot has become a dirt parking lot where it's normally asphalt. Well, I thought I was gonna keep driving. Got to get home and get dinner started, but I figured we got to go by and check out some cool spots on this wonderful pedal. Well, it's not the pedal path, and it's kind of an extension of the pedal path now. But I saw a big group of white pelicans that are hanging out over by the island, and I just wanted to go get some quick shots to show you guys. And we're about to come across the bridge. I love the natural decor someone has chosen for this bridge. Now, I don't know if you haven't been up here in a while, you'll notice that this looks new, and that's because it is. These two bridges, the one behind me to the west, and then this one, are recently redone. They finished it just before the snow started flying, and it's looking really good. Great year to have it done before, because by this spring, figure there's going to be plenty. Well, it is spring. Today's the first day of spring, but this summer, I should say, there's going to be plenty more people who are wanting to come out here and look at the beautiful scenes and check out how much more water is there. See, that is a bird sanctuary that was constructed many years ago and never really lived up to its name in some years because it was usually not quite an island as it is now. It looks wonderful. And off to the right of that is what I'm going to go get a better look at. That group of pelicans. Let's go check them out. Here's one of the many little creeks that is flowing from up higher across the boulevard and into Baker Pond. So this is a new area that, as you may be able to tell, is not quite finished. They didn't quite get the stain on these fences, but that's okay. They finished this amazing asphalt path, which used to just be dirt, and it looks quite nice. It extends all the way over towards Division, and I have not done the whole thing, so I can't tell you where exactly it comes out at. But look how wide and awesome this path is. It's a really, really good job by the city. They had purchased this area a year or so before and have done a lot of good work with it. Made it into a park for people to enjoy. And let's go check out our pelican friends over there. I can't really get much closer. This is a wildlife area, so you don't want to disturb the wildlife. But oh, here's a couple more coming in for a landing. Gosh, they look so peaceful there. It's hard to see how many of them there are, but if I had to guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, gosh, there may be 30 there. Oh, make that 32. This is their roost for the night, I guess. They're done finding their fish for the day. Now it's time to take a little breather and relax before the big storm. Well, thank you everybody for coming on this little stroll and tour of the East Valley with me today. I'll be reporting back in a day or two after the snow starts flying and show you what kind of storm we're getting. Again, we're supposed to get between 1 to 2 feet down at the lower elevations and as much as 2 to 3 feet up at the higher elevations. But yeah, for now, we're just enjoying this calm before the storm. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.